as always, unless
Mm-hmm.
something catastrophic happens or, mom books a vacation for us to go on, in which case will, garner the helm. I'm Mitch Morse, the host of In Good Company with Mitch Morse. I'm joined by Casey Hahey. And at 10 minutes past the hour, we're going to be joined by one of my dear friends, exceptional dude, fantastic football player. Just signed a 4-year, $61 million deal with the New
Just
Orleans
got a
Saints.
bag.
Just got a little bit of cheese in the
Oof.
pocket. Father of four, was at one time an All-American and two-time All-Big Ten player at Wisconsin. Super Bowl champion. The kid won a Super Bowl with the Los Angeles Rams, I
Heck
believe,
yeah.
for the 2021 season, played in 2022, Super Bowl 56, when the Rams defeated the Cincinnati Bengals 23-20. The kid was a starting guard next to Andrew Whitworth. Has a prolific career after that. Has his trials and tribulations. Going into year 8, gets broke off. We're super excited to talk to him about that. We have a few things to discuss before he gets on. So now sit back, relax, grab a beer, and enjoy this episode of In Good Company with Mitch Morse.
I've got a long list of real good reasons for all the things I've done, and regret is just a memory written on my brow, and there's nothing I can do about it now.
We had some production issues there, but we're good.
That's all right. Fantastic. I know I got the still shot that I did not want and did not need. Dave's already on the line. We're going to let him wait for a few minutes before we bring him on at 10 past the hour.
Mm-hmm.
Casey, let's take this opportunity to thank our sponsor over at Labatt.
Oh, yeah.
First of all, delicious. Fantastic. They make a delicious beverage. They are brewed for the roast.
Yes.
As said in that great montage, keeping us hydrated. Cheers to you. Cheers to Labatt.
Cheers to all of you out there drinking Labatt as well and joining us on this wonderful Thursday evening.
Before Dave comes on, let's chat a little bit about Bills. They brought in today two new guys. One guy came back. He was there in the 2023 season as Tyrell Shavers. They also brought in Austin Corbett as well as Lloyd Cushenberry. Austin Corbett, fascinating, I believe, was also with the Los Angeles Rams before joining the Carolina Panthers. Ended up starting a few years. I know he also had a little injury history, as we all do playing this league, but it's banked up a bunch of starting paralysis. He has a starting paralysis. And Lloyd Cushenberry, I think 2 years removed from being the highest paid center, or one of the highest paid centers in the league, went over from the Denver Broncos to the Tennessee Titans, had a devastating Achilles injury while he was playing very well, then bounced back. It's kind of in Brandon Beane's MO, Casey, to bring in proven offensive linemen who've been battle tested, that can play in, that can plug in. I mean, that's how Dave got in there. Dave was a Super Bowl starter, got brought in on these 1 or 2 year deals, works his way up, right? It's a fascinating thing. I mean, we have Connor there, and then you have Lloyd being his backup, possibly. Maybe he could slot in at guard. And then you have a little bit of a guard competition, would you say, with a guy they already have there, Alec Anderson, who they got in for another, $3 million. He's also been their jumbo tight ends, played meaningful snaps, ended up actually starting at tackle for a bit against the Pittsburgh Steelers when they ran for about 250, opposite of Ryan Vandemark, who's now with the Minnesota Vikings. Congratulations, Ryan. Vandy's the man. Vandy's a GOAT. He's now on a new team. It's a great opportunity. But you have Corbett and you have Anderson battling for that guard. If anything, no matter who wins that starting job, you have a prolific interior guy who can play all over the place. Austin Corbett is the ultimate swing guy. He can play all 3 interior positions. Fascinating thing. Casey, you said something about the Steelers free agency. Tell me about that.
Well, I don't know much. I didn't do a lot of a deep dive into it, but I did see, out on social, some people that feel that everybody needs to hear their opinion.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah, I know. Have placed the Steelers, I guess, gave them an A+ in and free agency signings this offseason. So pretty happy about that. I know a lot of the fans on here are diehard Buffalo. Don't get me wrong. I love the Bills as well. They're like my 1B team. Steelers are 1A. I was born and raised. Sorry. Don't hate me. Bills Mafia babes and
we'll all hate you in silence, Casey, to your face. We love you.
But apparently they've had a great free agency. So
great free agency. Well done, Steelers. Before we let Dave on, there's one thing I want to bring up to you, and this has nothing to do with football. It's just it's been burning on my mind. I was at a coffee shop 2 days ago.
Okay.
And I'm sitting there drinking my coffee. It's like, you're supposed to brew it at home because it saves you a bunch of cheese. There's this one coffee shop that's got the coffee that I like, and I'm going to drink it.
Yep.
I'm sitting there on the couch, and the lady brings in a dog.
Yep.
Beautiful looking pit bull. Softest, sweetest, kindest eyes, just much like Casey. Just a beautiful dog. Sits down right next to me. I love dogs, Casey. I know you love dogs too.
Yeah.
They're unbelievable. And the dog was wearing a vest, but it wasn't a working vest. Like, it wasn't a service dog or anything like this. It was just a vest because it was a little bit chilly out wearing.
Okay.
And I go, "Can I pet your dog?" And the lady goes, "Well, let me see if the dog," and I'm already out. I'm out, Casey.
Yeah.
Because you brought a dog into a coffee shop. You brought a dog into a place where people are supposed to be. If you bring a dog in, hopefully, unless it's a service dog, which it totally could be.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. Am I crazy here? Like, it's not the lady's fault. I'm not going to pet a dog that doesn't want to be pet. It was super kind, but it's just like, could you let the dog stay?
That's kind of bullshit.
Outside?
That's bullshit. Like, if anybody wants to pet my dog, and I got a big dog, I have a 130-pound Bernese Mountain Dog. He is an absolute stud. And there's anytime we take him for a walk or go to Starbucks, which we go every single morning, because Moose needs his car ride there, so we throw him in the back, and he likes, hanging out the window, and it's just part of his routine. It's insane. But there's so many people that ask to pet Moose, and I never say no. It's always just like, and which is true. Moose he's shy. He's shy to people that he doesn't know and like trust, and it's part of the breed. Like Bernese Mountain Dogs, these are my owners, and those are the only people I really give love to until I really get to know you. So I always just say he's shy, but you can try. Sure, he's not going to do anything. And then if I had a dog that was aggressive, I would say he's a little antagonistic or something. Like,
if it was an aggressive dog, would you bring him into a coffee shop?
I wouldn't take him anywhere. He wouldn't leave the house. I mean, he wouldn't leave.
I preface this by saying that this dog was sitting next to me. It was pretty much already sniffing my hand.
So what was her?
I don't know. I was just like, I could tell it was making her nervous. I just go, "Ma'am, it's okay. It's fine. No need. There's no need. It's okay. I don't need to pet your dog. It's okay." And you could tell it was a huge sense of relief over. I'm like, you shouldn't have brought a kick-ass dog in here that I want to pet.
I pet that dog.
All right. We're digressing. Let's see if, because the great thing is Dave's waiting in this waiting room.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we don't catch him off guard. Let's bring Dave on.
Yes.
Dave,
Oh.
Dave.
Dude,
holy
look at that
subtle
wine.
Flex, dude. Look at the backdrop for the kid.
Do I can already see how many bottles of Camus do you have in there?
Dude, I got some Camus. That's for sure.
God,
that is for sure.
Just went from 6 to midnight.
Mitch and I have had a couple Camus nights ourselves.
I'll tell you what. I'm not a huge wine drinker, but my dog here knows how to. It's like there's gifts that people have. It's like he knows in your soul your palate. And he's like, he goes, "Brother, you're gonna want a little bit of this."
Yeah.
And your night, and it's the tannins, and it's the vibe.
Casey,
dude.
I got no range with that stuff. I just go, man, this tastes pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. He's downplaying. My dude loves wine.
I'm right with him. I love wine. I love red
wine. I love red wine.
Red wine. Like
you probably saw it. You probably saw it at Mulberry's.
Yeah.
one night.
Yeah. When the little,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, actually, no, I got a little beef because Dave also loves wine, but more than loving wine, he loves an Irish goodbye. Oh, look at him. Look how excited Dave got.
Hey,
Loves an Irish
listen.
goodbye.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that kind of later in life. Like,
No,
because
certainly not.
like when you're younger or something, usually you do an Irish goodbye when you're in a bad place. Like I gotta go because I need to be in my bed in 5 minutes or I'm yakking all over this bar or something. But when you get older, I know, Mitch, hold on. But when you get older, it's kind of like if I gotta say goodbye to everybody in this fucking bar, I'm never gonna get home when I want to be home.
Tell them about the social battery.
Well, okay. Few things. First of all,
Yeah.
Casey, valid point.
Okay.
You, my friend, are in your 40s.
Yes, this is true.
All right. David,
That's true.
on March 20th of 2026, just turned 29.
Freshly minted.
Freshly minted. So when we saw him, Irish goodbye, and I will put a caveat on this. I know why. I'm pretty sure I know why he Irish goodbye, and it's a pretty valid reason. I don't see Dave that often. I'm there. He sees all of his friends. I mean, when you see these dudes every day, fine.
Yeah.
Leave. You're going to see him tomorrow morning.
Was that when we were in Buffalo?
Dude, we were there. I sat with Dave and his wife. Now I'm going to say,
oh, that's right in the back
Dave,
table.
No. So Dave has, and he's very open about it. He's got the social battery. Boom, it's done. He also just played a game. It was a little bit toasty that day, right?
A little toasty, sure.
And his wife was pregnant.
Correct.
Wow.
That is that. I assume there's a reason why you skedaddled.
Well,
or do you
had
just
to say
please just say yes, or do you hate
Yeah.
us? Nice.
No. I actually can't remember the reason why.
So much worse.
I'm gonna chalk it up to the social battery though.
Bingo. And you know what? The one thing I love about you, Dave, is you are you, unapologetically yourself.
Yeah.
Let your freak flag fly. Dave, I want you to do something for me. When you, first of all, how are you and where are you?
I'm good, buddy. I'm at the home base in Chesterton, Indiana. And just kind of going through the moving process, as you know, kind of a stressful deal. So we're right in the thick of that, but we're great, dude. We're awesome.
How is young James? Congratulations on number 4,
Thanks.
by the way.
Thank you.
Dude, that's fantastic, man. That's great. How is
Cheers,
James and how's Caroline doing? Cheers, brother.
They're
Fantastic.
good. They're doing great. Yeah. He has his days and nights mixed up. So that's kind of a grind.
Yeah.
Certainly for Caroline. But he's great, dude. He eats well. He sleeps like a rock sometimes. Like Caroline's doing great. So, dude, we're good. You know.
Now is it one of
All
those?
is good,
Dude. All is good is one of those things that it's just kind of same poop, different toilet. You're moving your stuff from not the kiddo wise, none of that, but in the move, right? Like you, is one of those things you tie everything up in Buffalo and you're just transporting all of that stuff to the new place, or you consolidating and making it more home in New Orleans. Like what's your thoughts behind that?
I want to make it as just easy as possible for everybody. And that move, I'm hoping just we take everything from Buffalo that you would flip the house upside down in and just bring it on to New Orleans.
Yeah.
Try not to, is this piece going? Is this piece, can we sell this piece? That's a grind.
Dude.
So just trying to make it, because I think too, like, it's hard on the kids, like try to give them as much familiarity with the house and furniture, and starting from scratch would be just tough.
That's a super valid point, my friend.
It's the worst.
Yeah,
it's the worst.
I just went through
it.
It's
awful. Where'd you move from and to?
I was in Jacksonville and I just moved back to Pittsburgh. Bought a house in Pittsburgh, I guess 3 or 4 months ago, but same thing. It was like my wife and I looked at like all the furniture. We're like, will this piece fit in the new house, or will this go with the new? Maybe we should sell it. We'll just buy. It's just like, oh my gosh. And then, with me, I'm dealing with the move and all this other and the relocators and all this stuff, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm basically just like, babe, whatever you want in the house, fine.
Yeah.
Like I
Right.
don't care. I don't care.
Let's just make it easy.
Yeah, like if
Yep.
you want to sell it, fine, sell it. You want to buy something
Yeah.
else, sure, whatever.
Boys, we can all
Totally.
agree that moving is a bummer.
Oh, it's the worst.
Yeah.
You know what's not a bummer?
Everything but
4
moving.
years.
Yeah.
61 million bones.
Oh,
Dude,
45
okay,
guaranteed.
How about that?
45 guaranteed. Now listen, dude, I just want you to walk us through. You're talking to your agent. This is going about. This number's thrown about. You both decide, or you decide with your wife. Absolutely. You say go green light. You sit down. You hang up that
Yeah.
phone. You've agreed. You sink in. It's a real deal. What goes through your head?
Almost like disbelief. Like I can't believe, and I think Mitch, you know this, um, to see how far I had come from 2023 when I'm on a 1-year deal, that VSB thing to, that it was like, man, I can't believe that we've made it to this point and come this far. Like it was just like it was so cool. There are so many people to be thankful and appreciative for me to get to that point. You're a huge piece to that. Um, it was just really a special moment, I think, for me and my family.
That's incredible.
Brother,
I couldn't
I'll tell you
so.
what. This last year has been like watching my friends playing, texting people like, "Oh, did you just see that block? That was so sick."
Yeah.
Free agency is so much better than that. It's like, did you see the fucking contract that Dave just got? Let's go. And I'm
Yeah.
texting Dave before. I'm like, hey man, just get ready for the cheese party. And Dave's always
Yeah.
just like, let's just
Tone
play
it
it by
down,
ear. Like, of
Mitch.
course,
Tone
like
it
I'm
down.
like,
Yeah, we'll
I'm like,
see. We'll
I'm
see.
like,
We'll
all right,
see.
all right, which is a totally I mean, it's the healthiest way to do it.
Yeah.
Right. But okay, also, you know this. I was watching your introductory press conference. I texted you. I was like, I'm doing my research. I have to tell you, super impressive.
Oh, thanks.
First of all,
Thanks,
the
brother.
black t-shirt, the hair was looking really nice.
Yeah.
And but the way you carried yourself, answered the tough questions, didn't kind of back out of certain questions, and just like carried yourself. I can tell you, if I'm that organization just watching that, I'm like, this is an investment I'm glad I made. All right. But you had
Okay,
some
thank you.
really kick-ass quotes in this thing. And I kind of want to bring you back to what you had just said, like where you were in 2023, kind of coming through that tumultuous 2022 season, right?
Yep.
And okay. The thing that stood out to me, there's two things. It was my time in Buffalo, and especially like right then it was like being stripped down to the studs. Right. I thought that was a pretty prolific thing. And then right afterwards, I was trying to find appreciation and love for the game again. And you kind of alluded to that to me when we had our really bad game of pool for like 4 hours
Yeah.
down to the basement, right?
Right.
But it was super canon great. Was this something that, because you absolutely found both, right? You were stripped down the studs and you found yourself back. You were looking for the love of the game. You found it again. Was it a light switch moment, or was this a slow burn that you just realized at some point, like, hey, I kind of found my groove and I'm having fun. I'm loving this game again.
That's a great question. I think it was a slow burn. And the reason is because my last year in LA, I was chasing like getting another contract. I was chasing like being re-signed and that whole thing. And when that didn't happen, it was almost like, well, now what? And when I came to Buffalo and I met you and I met so many great people in that organization, it was like, and I can remember our our bad game of pool too.
It was awesome.
Um, what I really appreciated about a lot of the messaging Sean McDermott gave in my time there was he would always say in the preseason and OTAs, you're more than football players.
Mm.
And I never really knew what that meant until probably midway through 2023. And it was, if your foundation is rooted in your faith and your family, the other things fall into place. And so if that's like your bedrock is like your faith and being around your wife and your kiddos, and um, everything will be okay, rather than chasing a contract or this car or whatever it may be. It was just a better way to live. And then being around Chrome again, his messaging was always, we can't control where the running back runs, if the receiver push cracks, if the um, defense does what they're supposed to do. All we can control is, and he would say it in the simplest terms, is block the guy in front of you. So it just became very simple for me to like understand and realize, um, man, like this football thing that we're doing is really tough and it's really challenging at times. But if you're rooted in your faith, your family, and being around great people, you'll get through those tough times. You'll get through those challenging, weeks or whatever, because you understand what is real and what lasts and what is like for the long haul, rather than that short term kind of like quick hit, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it totally makes sense. It's easier said than done, though, Dave.
Totally.
Damn, dude.
There's no doubt.
It's easier said than done. I mean, it's really fun. I know you have your bedrock and faith. We're the mass boys. I mean,
Yeah.
you're good Catholic, bud. You just cranked out number 4. A quick question: how are we feeling? There's now you signed, inked a new deal. Is 6 imminent?
No.
You're gonna have a baker's dozen. Pops?
No. I think
You're
we
out.
got one more in us. One more.
One
in
more.
us,
You know
and
what?
then we're good.
You'll have your own O line.
Cheers, brother.
Thanks, buddy.
That's
They have
fantastic.
the O line.
Hey,
Yep.
dude. Speaking of O-line, let me just make sure this is all speak. Speaking of O-line, I know, like, it's interesting your path to getting to New Orleans, because when guys talk about their big, see, I told you that shit was going to happen. Excuse me.
What's it doing?
No, I'm sorry. I was getting real. All right, anyways, let's try that again. Okay. Speaking of having your own O-line, I know that this is kind of this crazy instance where you were chasing that, everyone talks about, that second contract cheese, that life-changing cheese, but you're going into year 8. This is technically your 4th contract that you've signed, right?
Yep.
You have to chase the money. I know there's probably plenty of suitors. I'm not going to ask that. But, circumstantially, like, you don't totally know what you're going to walk into when you have to go chase that bag. You're walking into a kick-ass offensive line room, dude.
Yeah.
Kelvin Banks Jr., yourself, Eric McCoy, who's been doing it for a long time, Cesar the I forget the guy's first name, but Fuaga, the guy from Oregon State. They've invested 2 of their last first-round draft picks in tackles, and it's worked out. Caesar's been doing this at a pretty good clip for a pretty long time. Eric's great, and Dave, ball snap, boom, daddy. Have you got to talk to any of these guys? What do you see out of this offensive line room? What's your excitement level walking into it?
I've actually talked to all of them, and super excited, because for the reasons you just said. Kelvin Banks has put on some pretty special things on film, for being a rookie last year. We obviously know Eric McCoy and Cesar Ruiz are great players, and then Tolly on the other side has done some really great things as well. So I think it's cool though, because you're going into a situation where you feel like you can help contribute, do whatever you can to help a guy like Kelvin Banks, and compliment him in certain ways. And he's going to make me look a ton better. And so is Eric, but there's so many great players along that line that you look at that situation, you go, my gosh, how could you not be excited?
No doubt. I mean, I'm telling you, you got to play with some really awesome tackles.
Yeah.
Just Andrew Whitworth, Deion Dawkins. And like you said, I was watching that press conference. I remember him coming out of Texas. He was highly touted. I remember him being 9th overall. I hadn't really kept up, and I was watching his film, and my goodness.
Yeah.
He's gifted. And only at 22 years old.
Right.
Is it going to be interesting kind of being because in both of those instances, I know Deion wasn't much older than you, but he was older. And then Andrew was this year 16th, but you're walking into a situation where you're the elder statesman next to him.
Sure.
Like, what is that relationship going to change the way you do stuff at all, or is it business as usual?
You know what's cool, Mitch, is I've been around so many great leaders along the offensive line, offense, the team. I got to give you some flowers on this because when I first came to Buffalo and was on the 1 year VSB, within the first week I was there, you invited me to your house. We played pool for hours and we just talked. And at that time, you were one of the highest paid guys in the team, highest paid guys at your position in the league, a really high caliber player. And to me, I was like, wow, this guy really cares about me. And regardless of if I at that point was, going to start, be a backup, part of the team, whatever it was, you gave me a new perspective on leadership that I feel like has molded me into the player leader that I am today. And that is, it doesn't really matter where you are on the team, the roster, what year you are, um, what your contract status is. You genuinely cared about the guy, and it didn't matter who they were, and you wanted a relationship with everybody. And so seeing that has really cultivated what I believe in as leaders. And that is, you know, we are all in this together to win games.
Mhm.
And whatever that means to, you or a defensive guy, like if you can have a relationship with each guy, put your arm around them and let them know you care. I just think that drives success in a really strong, profound way. And I learned that from you,
Oh, wow.
so is it going to be different? Totally. But really, the foundation of getting it done is not going to change.
Right.
Like you put your arm around a guy, you love him, you have a great relationship on and off the field, you can challenge him, he can challenge you. You're not going to get, upset at whatever is said because you got so much appreciation and love for that guy that it's going to be okay. So, um, that's like the plan, I guess you'd say, but I learned it from you, you know what I mean?
Dog,
So
first of all, those are the kindest words I think anyone's ever said to me. I appreciate it.
yeah,
It means a ton, truly. But I would assume you're cut from the same cloth. That life has many currencies. All right, one of the greatest currencies in life is relationships. Because if you foster good ones and you get around good people, and usually you can tell how to foster relationships with different folks, it's what makes football the greatest sport. Is that it is a cultural melting pot. You're going to have 90 dudes at the start of this OTAs from 90 different walks of life. You might not hit the same frequency as every one of them, but that doesn't mean you can't have a relationship with them. And that,
no
some are stronger than others, but you have that relationship regardless. And like you said, when things matter the most or when stuff gets real kind of shitty, you fall back on the relationships as the people rather than the player.
totally.
It's the best.
You know why I love
Absolutely.
this show? I love this show because of the little confessionals that just happened right there.
Yeah,
It's what
And
makes
then
it's
yeah.
true
then
though.
and then also on top of that, people get to realize how soft and warm-hearted old Mitch is.
Yeah,
I'm on
he's the
fire.
best.
These robes, I'm on fire. But it's fantastic.
His
No,
mean demeanor on game day and in
oh no,
practice,
you really don't on game day. Okay, I did, but kind of an. So you'd be not so proud of me. I turned into an old curmudgeon in Jacksonville.
No,
Just really hot all the time.
yeah, sure.
No.
Yeah, no, it was no. I was. I think we still try to foster relationships, man, no doubt. But
Yeah,
I mean, okay, I got a little beef with you, dude. Just a little bit.
No, not the
Go
Irish
ahead.
goodbye again.
No, the Irish goodbyes. It's it's water under the bridge.
We moved past
I
that.
didn't miss past that one. There's something. So a few really cool things for the Bills happened after I left. One, Mr. Brightside became a thing, and it was put to it was put on display when you guys beat the Jags, including myself, by like 50.
Yep.
Mr. Bright, the guys were just like, and I'm just like, no, don't do it. And then there's like, dancing on the sideline. But also, there's something called the Council.
Mm.
Is
What the hell, man?
Is that like kangaroo court in hockey?
No,
Govern
it's just like I love fellowship. It's just the boys would just have fellowship before practice. They all sit down.
Oh, that's completely different.
It started, I think, in OTAs after you had left. It was just myself, Connor, Will Clapp, and we would sit right in the edge of the indoor going out to the grass practice field. And we had a question of the day, and anybody that walked by, we hit them with the question of the day. And then we kind of like gave them, crap for their answer, if it was good, if it was bad,
Perfect.
if it was, whatever. So, and then it kind of grew, um, because Kearns and Boyko would lock up the chairs for the media. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I do.
And so I think they wanted us to move fellowship away from the media side. And so we started in, right outside the locker room by the basketball hoop,
That's a good
after
place to
that.
do it.
And
That's a good place to do
and
it.
it grew. That was the cool thing, was it grew. Jason, brought his stretch table out so different guys would come to, get stretched by Jason.
Sure.
And you could, another easy, great way to just interact with somebody, in a different way. And it was by the time I think we were done this past year, I think we were up to like 8 or 9 guys just sitting
Yo.
around, just talking like life, family, solving
Yeah.
problems. Like it was cool. But Mitch, you were a big pre-practice activation guy, the
Right.
biggest.
So I was gonna say, now that I think about it, it was 2 hours before practice. I was potentiating just to be able to get in my stance. So I would have just been
Yeah,
like, I wouldn't have been a part of it anyways. I said it immediately afterwards. That's fantastic. It's what makes Buffalo so special,
totally.
right? That camaraderie, that fellowship, that intimacy. I know you had some really good years in Buffalo. You found your life again, right?
Yep.
I know in the introductory press conference, you said that the Saints aggressively pursued. At the same time, the Bills were definitely in the conversation. Do you mind diving into how both of those coexisted from like the time the season ended through the free agency tampering period?
So I'll answer the question with a story that came to my brain.
Okay.
And in 2023, when I signed with Buffalo, 1 year deal, VSB, it was very black and white. And it was no one's knocking on your door. Nobody, is ringing your phone. And it was very much Buffalo's the answer. And I wanted to come to Buffalo. It was a great situation with Chrome, playing for Josh, playing with you, playing on a great team. Like I couldn't have asked for a better opportunity. Um, and then you fast forward 3 years, and it's a very different situation. And so, um, I felt like in my brain, I needed the number one thing I felt like I just wanted to make a great decision for me and my family. What did
Absolutely.
that mean? That meant I needed to have all the information in my hands to do that. And so there was dialogue from the end of the season with Buffalo until the end. Um, but I just felt like I needed to make that decision with all the information on deck. And so, once it became clear the Saints' investment to me and other teams, whatever it may be, I just felt like the fit with the Saints, um, was ultimately the best decision. So there's so much familiarity with the Saints in addition to, um, what I knew about them in terms of football, right? So Ted Rath, their head strength coach, was my strength coach my rookie year, with the Rams. Doug Nussmeier, their OC, was the OC at Michigan when I was coming out of high school. He recruited me. Um, obviously, Will Clapp is one of my great friends, and so, um, and then Brendan Nugent, their O line coach, is worked with Chrome in Chicago. So I just felt like there was a lot of familiarity when I was doing research on the different teams that, felt like might be in the mix with Buffalo or whatever. So, That decision though was really challenging and very different than in 2023. And so again, ultimately, all I wanted to do was just make a great decision for my family and myself, and then just have all the information at my disposal when it was time to make a decision.
You know, the great thing about that, brother, is that you
Yeah.
earn the right to make a difficult decision.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Thanks, buddy.
That makes a lot of
Cheers.
sense to me, my friend. Makes a
Yeah.
ton of sense.
Thank you.
Well, you're walking into a Saints team that is fascinating to me as the layman. A 2-10 start.
Yep.
End the season 4-1. Probably should have been 5-0 at that Falcons game to end the season, right? And they didn't have much turnover, if all any, in that span. They were already out of playoff contention. So that shows me two things. One is that Tyler Shaw found it and has the team rallied around him. I think he was like 10 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 100 passer rating, right? I don't know anything about passer ratings. I know 100 is pretty fucking good. All right. I just don't. I don't know anything about him.
I don't either.
Right. But it was better than it was before. I just looked it up. It's sick.
Yeah.
But also that there was a culture shift and people bought in because, especially when they were out of contention, it didn't matter. Kellen Moore had the guys going and then they fought. So I want you to tell me two things. One, excitement level and what you see out of Tyler Shaw. Shuck. Neither of the three that I said. Tyler Shuck. All right. Which is terrible. Okay. Tell me what you see in Tyler Shuck, but also about this Saints culture, right? Because it seems to be pretty outstanding.
So we had, and I mentioned this in my press conference with the Saints, is there was a crossover game with the Jets that we had the last regular season game of last year. And I got to see firsthand what we just talked about, this O-line. Tyler Shuck, Chris Olave, Jawan Johnson, like guys that we saw week 4, but got to see them again later in the season when Tyler was playing. And I felt like, and I don't play quarterback. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I know what goes into playing quarterback in the NFL, but um, you could see how he navigated pressure in the pocket. You could see how he maneuvered. You could see he was like processing information and going through reads, making good decisions. He had a couple really, really cool throws. Couple things with his feet. You just saw these traits and these plays that made you go, "Wow, this guy's legit." And so when I saw that with the O line and playing next to KB and Eric, like my excitement level is through the roof. And I know the foundation of the New Orleans Saints has a strong culture because there have been so many people that I know, love, and trust that have been connected to that building. Aaron Cromer is one of them. Ryan Ramczyk, a former teammate of mine in Wisconsin, is one of them. Will Clapp. Like there's so many guys that just spoke so highly of their time in New Orleans that made it feel real, authentic, genuine, that it's a great place with great people, and that the foundation of who they are is really strong. And so my excitement level is, I'm really excited. I mean, I couldn't be more excited to be part of a great place, a great organization, playing with a great O-line, great quarterback. Like I feel like it was a great decision.
How do you feel? How do you feel of New Orleans in general, moving from Buffalo? That is quite the difference.
So I would say this: we we lived in LA, we lived in Buffalo.
LA is also a very big difference.
Yeah. Um, our home base is Chesterton, Indiana, and going to New Orleans, I feel like is like a really fun, cool, unique opportunity for my family. And we're excited about being part of that city, that culture,
Yeah.
that organization. it'll be a big change. And again, the biggest thing I think I just think of is how can I make the transition easier for the kiddos?
Yeah.
So um we've been like talking about New Orleans, Princess and the Frog. I got 3 daughters, so like there's we're trying our best though to get them excited about this move. Like we get to move to New Orleans and we're gonna meet so many new people and you're gonna have
Oh
so
yeah.
many more friends. Like just try to like posture it in that way.
It's tough. It's tough. I
A
mean,
lot of
even the
crawfish.
even the schools. I mean, New Orleans is not tough. I had my bachelor party in New Orleans. Let me tell you, I
Good
ate
time.
and I drank a lot of good.
Okay.
One more question before we get into a little fun segment, and also I want to give a shout out. I got a text during this from Jeff Mazurek,
Uh-oh.
Mhm.
who supposedly texted you
He did.
that he was to. Okay, so as anyone knows, that Jeff is one of the inspirations of me originally starting this thing and calling it Monday Mornings with Mitch, the boys, right? It's
Yeah.
Jeff, Corey, Scobie, and Spence Daddy.
Yep.
And I know that you had just as good of a relationship with them, maybe even better than myself, which is hard to even say. He texted me. He says, "You look like a sweaty mess in those robes,"
Oh man.
which is tough. I'm
dude.
sweating, and so that's why I tied this off. Two things. One, and he said he tried to get you to boycott. I want to hear about that. Secondly, I want the boys, if they're listening, to know that we got 25 of these robes. All right.
Mhm.
We're saving 20 of them. We're sending 5 your way come Monday.
Mhm.
So you might hate it. You can toss it, burn it all you want, but I hope you put them on and you love them, boys. So cheers to you. Cheers to the crew. Did he almost weasel into your head?
Oh, I don't know if I want to bring it up now because I don't know what the communication's been like, but he's got beef with you.
Oh, he's got actual
He's
beef.
got major beef.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
'cause
it's
of
like
the show.
I'm pretty sure I lost at least 2 of them for good. Like at least 2, like for good. Like Spencer is so out
Yeah,
because
sure.
Spencer holds a grudge forever.
Yeah.
Corey, I'm pretty sure, God love him, kills people and has people in his basement. Scobes, I feel like I just need to. It's just got to be a slow. It's just got to be a slow burn. Have to be consistent. I think it's
Sure.
just owning up to your mistake. I own up. Hey, hands up.
Hey. Yep.
Jeff is fascinating to me.
Okay.
Because he'll text you
can't wait to hear why.
he'll text you as a friend.
Yep.
And we'll have great conversations. But then he also cuts with a knife.
Yeah, of course.
He's the master of puppets. He knows it all. And I do think the boys were legit pissed. We had a great conversation, but like they sent me a video that wasn't super cool. It was just tough. So how did it go for you when they tried to get you on the show?
Well, I would just say I was a little nervous because I didn't want to bring it up. But now that you brought it up, I think the boys are furious at you, buddy.
They're so I
Furious.
know.
And I don't know if you can come back
I
from changing the name, knowing that the genesis of it was on the couch in the equipment room.
There's a few things that I wish I would have done differently. One is when this thing came in the works, just had the tough conversation, talked to him.
Yeah.
I think the thing that really stuck the knife is they found out with the masses. Not cool. It's like if someone gets cut and they found out
Sure.
Adam Schefter.
Yep.
Be a man. Be a man in this instance. Call
Have
him.
the tough combo.
Hey, guess what? Hand up. Didn't do it. Yeah, this robe's hot. Okay.
Yep.
I'm sweating. They're fantastic robes. They're sending to the boys. What you do with it, boys, is fine. But like,
Be kind.
I think the robes might get them back on your team.
They are wildly comfortable.
They do look comfortable.
They're exceptional.
What if we swap out? What if we swap out the 2 chairs in the new logo and put a couch?
Ooh, or a custom logo.
The couch. So like we have a mesh of both things.
I don't know. I think the boys just don't want pandering. Like these guys are pretty meat and potatoes. Like these guys are old fashioned, man.
They're equipment guys. I know what
it's
like.
a pity gesture. They don't want
they don't want a pity gesture. I think that they just need is time and consistency. I think consistency. I think if I can get them back in the next decade, that'd be a win. I think it's gonna take. I think it's gonna be a decade, dude.
I got no. I got no problem with the boys because they gave me They gave me 2 Labats when we were
They're
there for you to
stocked.
go out in the field, and they put them in a towel for me to bring out to the
I
field for you to
know.
chug.
I know. All right. Well,
Cheers, boys.
all right. So that was my love letter to the boys. All
Mhm.
right. Now, Dave, I want to give you an opportunity to write your Dear John letter to Buffalo.
Mm.
All right. You have an opportunity in front of the masses, I guess in front of Jeff as well. So don't fuck
Yeah.
this up or he'll hate you forever. All right. Tell me a little bit about what Buffalo meant to you, your time, your experience, as well as just what you'll cherish.
Gosh, almost impossible. I tried doing it in an Instagram post, and I had this long like message. I'm like, no one's reading this, but I I feel so strongly that the culture there, the reason for so much success is that everybody in the building genuinely cares about each other, wants the best for each other. And there's like real relationships that transcend the business side. Like the business side is real and um is obviously a huge part of this, but I really believe even going through this process that everybody there is in it together. And so my time in Buffalo was so transformative for me and my family because I was there on a 1 year deal, parlayed that into a 2 year deal, and was given nothing. Like it was really just an opportunity, two opportunities in those contracts, and so um, I got to be around such great people that changed my life in so many ways that I'm forever grateful. And um, it goes like far beyond just the building. The people of Buffalo are incredible. The Bills Mafia, like, um, it's such a unique place that, as you guys know, loves their Buffalo Bills and pours everything into that organization, that really makes you have like the wind at your back, that you can play behind a city that has your back and wants to win just as bad as you do. And so, um, and then I think too, another huge part of this was, um, like I really enjoyed being with Father Mike, Mitch, Rob, um, Chrome, like all the people that are in the organization that we would have mass with,
Mm.
and going to St. Mike's downtown and the Basilica, and there's just so many great things about Buffalo that it's impossible to not have this long dissertation of appreciation because again, such an impactful time on my life that changed me for the better because I was part of Buffalo. Yeah.
My dog. Well done. That was fantastic.
I mean, it's
Thanks.
gotta be really cool to play in a place like that. I mean,
Oh,
I always tell people when we talk about like NFL teams and how the team is like part of the fabric of the city.
Yeah.
And Buffalo is number one. And Pittsburgh's a very big diehard city as well, and they live and die by their sports. And then I would say probably like Green Bay is probably another NFL city that the community is so involved with the team, and the team is so involved with the players, and it's just one thing. Everybody has a goal to win, and it's just, you're part of the fabric of what makes that city tick. And it's got to be such a cool experience, to be in. And now you're going to another place, New Orleans, which, they are the
They're
fabric of
diehards
that.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and like
They are
with
diehards.
spicy
all the
too.
stuff you saw, like with Katrina, and that
Right.
first game back, and just it's
Totally.
just yeah. I mean, that's I don't think LA has that. I'll say that, people can smash me around with that, but like no one knows if they're a Chargers fan or a Rams fan because their teams have moved so many times, and you know, they were in San Diego, and then they go, but like a place like Buffalo, a place like New Orleans, Green Bay, Pittsburgh, you know, you're part of that community. You're not
Totally.
just, you know, and it's got to be like a really cool feeling that you're getting the privilege to be able to be not just part of the Bills, but then now New
Right.
Orleans too, and have two teams like that. It's got to feel pretty good.
I'm really lucky, to be in a position where I get to go to a city, like you just said, that has poured so much into the football organization as part of the fabric of the city, and um, um, is as invested in winning as the players and the people in the
Yeah.
building are. Like, they care that much, and so um, there's just, again, there was just so much excitement. I felt like when I made this decision to go to New Orleans, that we just feel really, really strongly and good about.
It's a fantastic city, and like you said, that fan base is rabid.
Oh yeah.
Which kind of
Yeah.
leads me to my next fun segment. We have two segments. Before we do that, Jeff did text back.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
And he goes, I don't hate the couch idea.
All right.
I go,
Okay.
seriously. And then he goes,
Shout
I'm
out,
going to
Jeff.
miss getting Dave dressed on game day just like I miss getting Mitch Dad dressed. and then I go, who was harder to get dressed? And I think I'm going to, it was Dave.
Oh, what?
Yeah, let's just leave it at that. It was Dave.
It probably
Oh
wasn't.
my gosh.
No, he's the man. He says he misses you and he
I
loves
love you, Jeff. I love the boys too.
Okay.
Well, before that, Mitch, you wanna there's a couple fan questions if we want to throw his way.
Yeah, that'd be huge. Thank you.
So we got one question here now that says, did the Patriots, were they in the conversation to sign you?
No.
Okay. Well, that cancels that out real quick.
Easy answer. Boom.
Boom. No. Another one was in your your council.
Yep.
What was one of the daily questions?
Oh,
one
great
of the best questions asked.
Wow.
PG version.
So I'll give you an example.
Okay.
A question of the day would have been something as complex as this isn't really that complex, but tell me your greatest college story ever. Like, could be football, could be
Oh God.
No.
and you would see people light up, and you would get a 3-minute, 5-minute story about the most random things, and it was really cool to see.
That's pretty cool.
We would also try to get people on do you like certain musicians where it may be like different. So like John Mayer comes to mind, where he's got some incredible songs. You got to love him.
Love him.
He's got so much range, whatever. And if you said no, you didn't like John Mayer, we were like, you're lying. There's no way you don't like John Mayer. Like, we tried to get people to do stuff like that, where
Oh, so you're a fucking liar.
It was like a catch-22 almost. Like,
Oh, that's good.
so it'd be like stuff like that.
So nothing too incriminating.
No, it wasn't like yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Like, when was the first time you pooped your pants? In the
Yeah,
park?
exactly. Right.
Saturday.
One of our favorite questions to ask. It's the best. Casey, there any other questions out there?
No, a lot of more statement. We're good with that. We can move on to our fun segment.
Okay. All right. This next segment is kind of inspired by the Big Easy. All right. So it's the Big Easy with Big E. Are you ready? So there's going to be some just regular questions, but mostly hypotheticals. Okay.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Sponsored by Labatt.
What
Shout
is the
out Labatt.
correct amount of shout out Labatt? What is the correct amount of beignets to eat in one sitting?
I would love to phone a friend right now, and our friend would be Osiris Torrance. Uh because he would give a great answer. That's a great question. I would probably say I think once you hit past 3, people kind of look at you differently. Is that fair?
It's fair. It's the incorrect answer, but it's also
What
New
do
Orleans, so who cares what people think? The correct answer is as many as it takes until you projectile vomit.
Okay. Okay. Yep.
All right.
They're that
Next
good.
question is, what happens if you walk the streets with an open container?
I believe that's legal.
That's it. I will give you credit for that one. It's the cops give you a high five. That's the
Okay.
answer. So yes, it is legal.
Okay.
All right, you're at a bar and someone asks you if you want either a hand grenade or a hurricane, which are both beverages.
Yep.
What is the proper response?
I believe the hand grenade.
Half
I like
correct.
that.
So, yeah, I
like it.
believe the hand. Well, first of all, if you're only picking one, that's true. But the correct answer is both, please. I will dual wield them like Darth Maul.
Okay.
from Star Wars.
Okay.
All right, very good. Last question.
Yep.
If and or when you step into a puddle on Bourbon Street, what do you do?
I feel like you got to look down immediately, assess what you just stepped in. Is that the
I mean, that's definitely part of it.
okay?
The correct answer is
These are
It's
so
ar-
layered.
it's
these are-
already gone. It's already gone. You cut your foot off.
Yeah.
okay.
It's dead anyways.
Before
If you had to guess, what are those puddles made of?
Bodily fluids, probably.
Yes, mostly bodily fluids.
Mhm.
Correct answer.
correct. Ding 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 ding.
An interesting
Okay.
amount of it is horse pee because all of
Yep.
these the police
Really?
officers who are giving you high fives for having beers outside, their horses are just like, this seems like a cobblestone street.
This is a
make
good
me want to
spot.
pee. I'm just gonna go for it. All right, excellent. Well done. Congratulations. That was
feel
the
like I was
big
1
easy
for
with the
4.
Big E.
C's
No,
get degrees.
No, it was great. It was great. Okay. The last and final segment before we conclude this thing. We want you to stick around after we conclude this thing, Dave. We want to chat with you for a bit.
Yep.
This segment is sponsored by Labatt.
Shout out Labette.
It is brewed for the roast, there for the toast. Now, Labatt, it's brewed for the roast, Dave.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm.
As you saw in that beautiful visual, it's brewed for the roast. Now,
Yes.
the best friendships in that council you guys were at, like, you're just ribbing each other. You're busting each other's chops. So some of your best friend groups, you're blasting each other in the fellowship message, right?
Yes.
But also, it's fellowships are about building people up, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to put you through the ringer, okay? And we're
Okay.
going to go through some of your teammates from the past, and we're going to roast a few of them, but then you're going to have an opportunity to toast a few of them.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I'm with
All
you.
right. So the roast segment. Dave, who gives the worst life advice?
Oh my gosh, dude. Oh man. The worst life advice.
Well, it's certainly.
Yeah,
not
I
Mitch.
can't say.
All right. All right. We'll
You're
annul
trying
that
to get
one.
me in trouble. You're trying to get me in trouble.
No, absolutely not. Who has or had the worst head of hair?
Can I answer this with a question?
Absolutely.
Because I'm not going to say you, but
I have, fuck you.
For the record, this is
My-
the second time Mitch has been called out.
That's fair. I got to stop asking this question.
my wonderful, lovely wife, Caroline, has pointed out to me that I'm starting to thin out a little bit.
Oh no.
No, Dave. Where, dude? Show us the kid. I know.
Right up top.
Oh no, it's where it starts.
Front and center.
Shit. Oh no, it's where it
And
starts, dude.
I was wondering if you had any advice for a guy like me in this situation.
I do. I absolutely do.
I'm
Now,
kind of roasting myself here.
which is totally
Totally
not
fine.
pliable, but it's totally playable. Absolutely.
Okay.
I know, like, this roast thing is killing you inside because you're so kind. And there's more that you're gonna fucking hate. All right. All right. But that being said, the one piece of advice I will give you, it's not what you think. You think I'm gonna say you should just shave it off, Dave. Let it go. Let me tell you, if you have hair, keep it. Unless it is
Okay.
absolutely just a critical mass where you're like, I know it's time. You'll know.
Okay.
All right. But dude, you're fine. You're fine.
Oh,
Your
thank
wife
you.
was just having a bad day. All right.
No, no.
There goes the baby number 5 idea.
No. That's how 6, 7, 8 come about because she realizes that, oh, I'm married to a man. Once your 30s hit, it's good. All right. No, I would just say, like, listen, dude, you'll be good. You'll be good for the
Yep.
next few years. And by the time you retire, there's stuff you can put on and things where you don't have to worry about peeing in a cup, and it'll be fine.
Yeah, sure.
You got plenty of
Okay.
hair. When you start patching it here,
Mm,
that's
yeah.
I
kind of
got you.
No
that's
one wants
when
a solar panel.
that's when you and I are gonna have a very different conversation. As of now, right
Yeah,
here,
right.
buddy,
We're good.
you're
We're
losing it
good.
in your helmet. It's your helmet's
Yeah.
fault. It's your
Yeah.
helmet.
Thank you.
All right.
You're right. You're right.
All right. Next question. Who is liable to add an extra squirt of cologne rather than take a shower? Can I tell you? Maybe this will help. Yeah, can I tell you? So we asked Connor.
There's one answer. There's one
I
answer.
feel like
and
we know the
and we'll say it together on the count of
Okay,
3.
go ahead. Yep.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Osiris.
Osiris
Torrance.
Torrance. I love you, Saib. I love you.
Yeah, he's great.
Saib, I love you. He's the
great.
best.
He's the best. He's the best.
The
And
best.
he steers into it. Like, he's like,
Yeah.
this is great. This is what I do. What, you don't like it?
He owns it.
He owns it. He's the best.
He owns it.
He's
Yeah.
the best.
I
All
love
right.
him.
All right. Last one. Last roast. And then you're almost through, Dave. You ready?
Okay.
Who is liable to say the wrong thing at the wrong time?
Oh man.
Should we just start toasting, folks?
I would say no, because I feel like it's Spencer.
It is. Yeah, no, it's great. He loves it, though,
Spencer.
dude. He
That's a
loves
good
it.
one.
Spencer, when and it was never like a critical moment, but it was always like when we were like sputtering on offense, Spencer's frustration, he would like make it vocal. And so he would say something like to like rah bring us together and like get us going again. And that style of like the rah and stuff works for some people. It like to me, I'm just like, yeah, whatever. We'll go out there next and block the guy in front of you again, like. But to him, it's like, guys, like we got to be, this and that. And I'm like, buddy, it's okay. We're good. I'd almost have to calm him down.
The competitive fire burns so deep in Spencer Brown that it manifests
Totally,
itself
that's absolutely
in
right.
beautiful ways. You, my friend, have done it. You've roasted
We
him.
made it through.
Now, dude, you did great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now we get to toast some folks. All right.
Okay.
On the flip side, much like Yoda, who gave the most sage life advice?
I mean, the first person that comes to mind is a young Mitch Morse.
I knew it.
Yes.
I mean, what I said earlier though is 100% the truth. Like so many people, not just myself, looked to you for that style of like leadership to like guide them through, not just football, but life and relationships and people. And you had such a great pulse on how you could help each individual guy with certain like that. And I got to say it's you.
We won't raise a toast to Mitch Morse. We raise a toast.
You have to.
We raise a toast to fellowship.
KC,
Cheers.
come on.
Cheers.
No,
cheers
I
to
agree.
fellowship.
I agree.
Cheers
Mitch
to fellowship.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm with you, Dave.
Thank you to the 10th degree. Unbelievable.
Yeah, of course, buddy.
Next. Who had or has the best head of lettuce?
Oh, no doubt, without question, Connor McGovern.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because
I will say
he's got a good head of hair.
He does. He's got like the almost a semi flock of seagulls, like kind of thing in the front.
Dude, he's got it's flowing in places, combed, and it's now I will say, if it's not Connor, it's Flo Josh Allen.
Oh, dude, when that thing is
Flo.
flown, he's got the.
Yeah,
he's got
Josh Allen.
When it's starting to come out a little bit of his helmet, you're like, oh boy.
He's got a good hockey salad.
He's
got a good hockey
Casey,
salad.
That's a really good point.
He's got a real good hockey salad.
So we'll cheers to Connor McGovern. We'll cheers to Josh Allen, who I assume at some point in the next few days will be a dad.
Yep.
Fantastic. Cheers. All right. David.
Yep.
Who has the ability to make hard blocks look easy?
I mean,
you can go back to you can go back to LA. You can do
the I would say Spencer Brown, because
I agree.
He makes pass pro blocking look effortless. And I watch it sometimes, and he'll take his like 4 butter kicks to his spot, do whatever he does to his hands, and then it's just like a trap and it's over. And I'm like looking around going, did anybody else just see that?
Like, I'm over here fighting for my life.
Yeah, right. And I'm like just like in awe that he did what he did versus a premier rusher. And I'm like, guys, like, we're not gonna say anything about old Spence's set right there. It's some of the stuff he does just athletically is just freaky.
He gets his little foot in his back of his stance, and it's just and then
I mean, that's high praise. That's high praise. I had thought you would have said wit or something, you know, like
wit. The thing about Wit was he had such freakish strength that made you go, like, he would sit down bull rushes and be in the most weird, awkward spots sometime, and you'd be like, how did that happen? You know, like, but that, like, if I were ever like evaluating draft picks for tackle, is if you turn on the film and you close your eyes and you go, okay, what did I just watch? Did they do anything that just blew me away where I go, how did that happen? They're on the list. Like, that you could take them. Because that's every tackle, you know, I feel like nowadays is they do some crazy stuff where you're just like, I wish I could do that. Yeah.
Dude, Spencer is the trap thing. I'm like, all right, that looked real hard for you. You're over here, you're watching everyone else just suffer, just grinding. They're
sucking down air.
Yeah, their lumbar is just about to explode. Their metatarsals in their feet, and he's just. It's a great answer. I was hoping that would be the answer. All right, at O-line dinner, Dave, who would you trust? Let me start this over. Dave, at O-line dinner, who would you trust to dial in the food order for the fellas?
I'm gonna give you a multi-layered answer,
please.
So Connor McGovern always did the appetizers, and he always knocked it out of the park. He knew exactly what to order and the amount to order, which I feel like
that's a gift.
That's a gift.
That's a gift.
That is a gift.
That's a gift.
The other thing other person is actually Osiris Torrance,
I would agree.
because Osiris has so much range when it comes to food, from seafood to red meat to whatever. He's cooked it all, he's eaten it all, he's made it all. He knows exactly what tastes good on a menu, and he'll tell you straight up, I think this is the move.
Dude, just a connoisseur.
Yeah.
He
Big
really
time
is.
connoisseur.
He Connor. I was with Chrome, and he was like, I mean, I'll hear these stories about him going over to Connor's house 11 o'clock at night because he wants to make a roux
Yes.
for a sauce, and Connor's like, I've been asleep for 2 hours. He's like,
Yes, dude.
I have one of the mother sauces that I must make in a saucepan, and I need your
Dude.
saucepan.
He used to every Saturday morning, he would show me what he had made like the night previous. And the joke with him was like he spent hours making the food and then eating it late at night. And you'd be like, dude, he made like a protein. He smoked it. He did this. He had the roux. Didn't have the pan. He had to go to Connor's. And you're like, what time did you eat? He's like,
2 in the morning.
Yeah, you're like, buddy, what? He's like, I don't know.
Hey, cheers to Connor and Osiris. Fantastic, brother. Well done. Okay. Well, that's great. Okay. David. Who is reliable to say the right thing at the right time?
Josh Allen.
Oh, yeah.
Josh Allen.
Josh
Allen.
Great one.
He one of his best abilities, of which there are many, is his ability to give a pre-game talk. His pre-game speech, when Sean would give it to him, before we would take the field after warm-ups, was electric.
No doubt.
Now
And I always looked forward to what he had to say.
That's a really good point, because you can easily, talk about emotions through the roof.
Yep.
Right? You're given the floor in a room just full of testosterone-filled dudes. Hitting different frequencies like we talked about.
Yep.
Right? It's a gift, man. And you were absolutely right. He had the gift of knowing exactly what to say, whether it's give more juice, give less, say the right thing. Less is more often, as you know.
Yep.
And he was clear, concise, to the point. So cheers to hopefully new dad here in the near future, Josh Allen. And with that, David Edwards, you, my friend,
I made it.
have completed all of the bullshit that we've thrown at you, bud.
It was not.
And not only that, but you've gifted us with your time as a new father. You've gifted us the insight into your life, into this decision-making process. This, of course, this fantastic time, but a time of transition, which ultimately, even though it's monopoly money being thrown around, it's still tough because this is a new move. You have to reintroduce yourself to a locker room. So thank you so much for the opportunity to talk to you. And
brother.
buddy, our friendship is one of those things that I cherish, and I always will. The kind words, they're bottled up, thrown right back at you, because you're a special person. And what the New Orleans Saints are getting is not only a fantastic football player who knows how to ball, snap, boom, but also just a kick-ass dude, a family man, a godly man, and a man you want in your corner. And
Thanks,
with
buddy.
that, my friend, we'll do one more cheers. Thank you for everyone tuning in to In Good Company with Mitch Morse. I'm joined by Casey Hahey and David Edwards.
David.
Please subscribe if you're not, and if you don't want to, that's cool. I get it. God bless you. Dave, please stick around for a second. With that in conclusion, have a great night, everyone.
Thanks,
God
brother.
bless. Take
Thanks
care.
for having me, guys.
There's nothing I can do about it now.
Doop, 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 doop.